Imagine standing in a dark room where the music isn't coming from speakers or strings, but from bolts of lightning crackling through the air. Now picture a musician playing an entire orchestra's worth of strings with just one instrument. Sounds unbelievable? These instruments exist, and they push the limits of what we think music can be. From fire-powered organs to instruments you don't even have to touch, we're counting down the top 10 most unusual musical instruments around the world. You won't want to miss number 1. It's unlike anything you've ever seen or heard. Ultimate Top 10. Coming in at number 10, the wheel harp. Invented in 2013, the wheel harp is a modern marvel that sounds like a cross between a keyboard and a medieval relic. It uses a rotating wheel, similar to a hurdy-gurdy, to bow up to 61 strings simultaneously, mimicking the sound of a full-string orchestra. Each key controls a specific string, allowing players to produce layered orchestral harmonies with a single instrument. It's often referred to as the one-person orchestra because of its ability to recreate symphonic textures. With fewer than 100 wheel harps in existence, it's one of the rarest, most visually stunning instruments in the world. At number 9 is the nyckelharpa. The nyckelharpa, often called the keyed fiddle, is a traditional Swedish string instrument dating back to the 14th century. It combines a violin-like structure with a keyboard mechanism that uses wooden keys to press against strings, producing a hauntingly rich and resonant sound. The nyckelharpa has 16 strings, but only 4 are played directly, while the rest act as sympathetic strings, vibrating to create its ethereal tone. It's so deeply rooted in Swedish culture that it's even recognized as a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage. Despite its medieval origins, it's making a modern comeback, with over 10,000 players worldwide keeping its legacy alive. Next up at number 8, the glass harmonica. Invented by Benjamin Franklin in 1971, the glass harmonica creates its ethereal tones through glass bowls of varying sizes, spun on a rotating rod and played with wet fingers. Mozart and Beethoven composed pieces specifically for this instrument, but it was once banned in certain areas due to rumors that its haunting sound caused madness. Surprisingly, modern science has shown its vibrations can produce a calming, meditative effect, and it's even used in therapy sessions today. In 7th place is the hydraulophone. The hydraulophone is a water-powered instrument played by blocking water jets to produce sound, similar to a pipe organ. It was invented by Steve Mann in 2005 and is often used in public parks and science museums. It's the only instrument in the world that can still produce sound while completely submerged underwater. Astonishingly, it can also function as a tool for visually impaired individuals to learn music through touch. Statistically, there are fewer than 50 hydraulophones in existence, making it one of the rarest instruments on Earth. Next, at number 6, is the Balinese gamelan. The gamelan isn't a single instrument, but an ensemble of gongs, metallophones, and drums, creating hypnotic and layered rhythms. It's deeply embedded in Balinese culture, often used in religious ceremonies and theater. Interestingly, no 2 gamelan ensembles are tuned exactly the same, making each one unique. Gamelan music was so influential that it inspired Western composers like Claude Debussy to experiment the new scales and harmonies. In Indonesia, there are over 25,000 registered gamelan ensembles, highlighting its cultural significance. Moving on to number 5, the singing ringing tree. Perched on a hilltop in Lancashire, England, this sculpture doubles as a wind-powered instrument. Made from metal pipes, it creates haunting melodies as the wind passes through. Its design was inspired by the sound of the moors, blending art and music with nature. It's able to withstand hurricane-force winds and still produce harmonious sounds, earning multiple awards for its architectural brilliance. Despite being completely passive, it generates up to 40 different tones depending on wind direction and speed. In 4th place is the pyrophone. Also known as the fire organ, the pyrophone produces sound using explosions of fire and gas. Invented in the 19th century, it's both a musical and pyrotechnic spectacle. It's believed to be the only instrument that turns heat into harmony, making it a marvel of science and art. It's so unpredictable that each performance is slightly different depending on the gas pressure and flame intensity. There are currently fewer than 10 working pyrophones in the world, making performances extraordinarily rare. At number 3 is the harpsichord, a solar-powered pin barrel harp invented by sound artist Henry Dagg. The harpsichord resembles a cross between a harp and a music box. It plays pre-programmed melodies using thousands of tiny pins, much like a giant wind-up toy. The harpsichord was originally designed for a cat shelter fundraiser, but has since been featured in art exhibitions worldwide. It takes over 1,000 hours to program and assemble a single piece of music on this instrument. With only one harpsichord ever built, it's a true one-of-a-kind musical masterpiece. The runner-up in second place is the sea organ. Located in Zadar, Croatia, this architectural wonder is a series of underwater pipes built into the coast. The waves push air through the pipes to create natural melodies. It's the only instrument in the world powered entirely by the sea, making it both a musical and environmental statement. The sea organ is completely self-playing and adapts its sound based on tides and weather patterns, meaning no two performances are ever the same. Tourists flock to hear its mesmerizing sound, and is estimated over 1 million people visit the sea organ annually. Finally, in the number one spot is the sousaphone. A modern intervention based on Nikola Tesla's work, the sousaphone generates music using lightning-like electrical discharges. It's essentially a Tesla coil turned into a synthesizer. The lightning bolts themselves vibrate the air, producing sound waves, a feat of both science and art. Even crazier, the sousaphone can be programmed to play famous songs like the Star Wars theme, turning bolts of electricity into a dazzling light and sound show. Remarkably, sousaphones can reach volumes of over 120 decibels, louder than a rock concert, making it as thrilling as it is terrifying. And there you have it, the 10 most unusual musical instruments from around the world. Which one fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and stay tuned for more mind-blowing discoveries about art, culture, and music. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. As always, if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.